Hey guys, this is Brendan with Gone Mobile Vans. We're here at our shop at Costa Mesa, California. Behind me is a 2024 high roof Transit. We built this into a nice little adventure van that's primarily focused on bringing bikes inside the van. Let's show it to you. Right up front, guys, we've got a Raptor grille on this 2024 high roof all-wheel drive Transit. We've upgraded the grille just to make it look a little bit nicer. For suspension, wheels, and tires on this van, obviously we kept things stock for this client. They're gonna come back in a couple months and get that done. That's one of the cool things about suspension is that could be done at any time during the build, before, during, or after. They will go with the Van Compass Topo 2.0 kit with some 245 Falcon Wild Peaks later on in a few months. On the top of this van, we have a Flatline Van Company Low Pro roof rack. This is a great rack for mounting your awning, solar panels, housing the Max Air fan and the AC unit. It's got a nice little fairing up front to help cut through the wind. Really nice roof rack on this van. So in the front of the roof rack on either side of the Max Fan 7500 are two 100-watt solar panels. We've sourced these panels specifically for their narrow width to allow you to put them on either side of the fan inside the roof rack. So they are a bit narrower than some of the other panels out there, but they fit perfectly for us. And on the back of the van, we've got the Nomadic Cooling X2 AC unit. This is a low profile and relatively small footprint unit, but still puts out quite a bit of cooling capacity. We think this is a perfect AC unit for this size van. Below the Fiamma F45S awning is a Rigid Industries scene light. We mount that right above the sliding door, so you've got plenty of light to illuminate your campground at night with the awning deployed. Below that, we've got an AM Auto half slider window. This is a replacement for the stock glass on this van. Opted to give them a little bit more ventilation. We love how it fits in the van. It looks like a stock piece of glass on this van. A little bit farther back, we've got Van Windows Direct bunk windows. These are a 10 by 33 window. These clients opted to sleep long ways inside the van, and I'll show that to you in a minute, but this is a great bunk window, plenty of ventilation, bug screens are included. It's a nice look to this van. On the back of the van, we've got some scene lights on top of the roof rack. This will illuminate the rear of the van. We also have a Flatline Van Company tire carrier for their stock size tire. We put our hot water system in where the spare tire goes, so we remove their spare for them. They are going to replace that with a larger tire later on in a couple months. And then stock glass on the rear doors. If you don't have windows in the back and you would like glass, we can replace that for you as well. On the driver's side of the van, we have two more scene lights on the top of the roof rack. This helps illuminate the campsite all the way around the van. We have another bunk window from Van Windows Direct on the back of the van. In front of that, we've got the Flatline ladder. This mounts up perfectly to the Low Pro rack, easy access to get up there to clean off solar panels. And we also have an AM Auto window in the front side of this van as well to really add to the ventilation of this van. All right, guys, so here's the interior of this van. Obviously, this is a much different layout than we normally do, but it's super cool. This is the microwave cabinet that we started working with Lost Highway on. It took quite a while to get it just right to make sure that the cabinet itself isn't any different than the profile of the regular cabinets. Came out really nice. We love how this looks. Right below that is the driver's side galley. So it's a nice little galley. It's a little bit shorter to allow for more view of the window outside. We've got a nice sink inside here with a flip up lid and a flip up faucet here. Got hot and cold water. Drains right into the gray tank underneath the van. This folds down, gets out of the way so you can have nice little counter space here. We've got plenty of storage space underneath in here, so you could trash can, cooking, stove, all that good stuff. There's plenty of room inside there. We've got a drawer right above that. We've got manuals in here for the client at the moment. And below that is a nice little truck fridge, Indel B. This is a 49-liter fridge with a freezer built into it. It's nice and cold in there right now. Cool little setup. So we got two switches on this side, one for the gray tank and one for the water pump. The gray tank, you can push this and it'll drain at an appropriate location. The water pump switch takes care of the water pump for the sink here, as well as the rear washdown sprayer. We have a 110 outlet here with USB-C ports for high power charging. We also have another USB port here, dual USB ports, and a 12-volt port for other 12-volt appliances. Overall, a really neat little galley for this van. All right, guys, so on the passenger side of the van, we've got a storage box here. This is a 24-inch storage box, custom size, plenty of little space in here. So these folks are big bikers. Maybe their bike helmets or shoes, things like that, are going to be inside this box. And then next to that, we've got our wrap-on toilet. So once again, we've got probably the best toilet for van life. This opens up. You've got the wrap-on toilet, which is electric. It takes the waste, drops it down, heat seals it closed, and cuts off a package that you can then dispose of. Really a nice little setup. This access panel opens up. There's the flush button here. You can push this, it'll power it up, ready to go. Push it again, it'll take about 90 seconds to heat seal the waste closed. Really a great solution and setup for van life toilet. So on the driver's side, we have an additional storage box. Once again, the lid just flips up. You got full access, more storage in here, plenty of space for other utensils, cooking items, clothing, things like that. Really easy to get access to, and it serves as a nice little spot to sit. So one of the cool things about this layout, in my opinion, is really how much space you have. You could hang out, you could have 5 people in here. You got 2 seats up front, you got 2 seats here, you got 1 seat here. You could have a nice little party in here. Also, you got more space up top. You could hang out in here as well. So really a surprising amount of space in this small van. In the front of the van, we've got our Molly panel that takes advantage of really an awkward location in the Transit because of how steep the ceiling tapers forward. We built this, it fits perfectly in here, great for first aid kit. You could have some other hooks, hang your kitchen towels here as well, right above the galley. A neat little setup for more flexibility and space. So on the passenger side upper, we've got 2 Lost Highway cabinets. These are in the light gray cabinet color as well. I forgot to mention that earlier. This is one of the stock colors. Really brightens this van up quite a bit. Bamboo doors, positive latching mechanisms. These things stay open when you want them to and stay closed when you want them to. Super solid and robust. They're not going to go anywhere. Plenty of upper storage for these folks, and it still allows for them to sleep long ways and not have a cabinet over their head in the back. So for air handling in this van, we have a Webasto heater. This is the STC 2000. Runs off the gas tank. It's going to keep this van nice and toasty warm. What I like about the Webasto is the Bluetooth controller, so you don't even have to get out of bed and you'd be able to turn the heater on and off right from your phone, which is kind of nice. A little bit farther back, we've got a MaxFan 7500. This is the automatic lid. You can drive with it open. You can have it open when the rain is coming down. It works great with all the windows that are opening, half slider windows, so you can get plenty of ventilation. And farther back, we've got the Nomadic Cooling X2 AC unit. This is a 48 volt unit that pairs perfectly with our EcoFlow kit. Provides plenty of cooling for this size van. We think the X2 is great for a van this size. We would go with the X3 if you were going to do an extended Transit or a 170 Sprinter. For our custom ceiling treatment in this van, we went with a light color. This is a pearl over a darker gray, a little bit topographic style. Really adds a nice bright touch to this van, lightens it up quite a bit. This adds a little bit of sound deadening and thermal insulation in the van as well. It's also soft to the touch, so if you're taller than I am and you bump your head, it's not going to hurt. Really a nice little clean setup. We also put the same material on the box tops. Helps keep the cushions from sliding around. They don't go anywhere. It also provides another little soft space to sit if you're going to take out this bed if you wanted to. But we do this on all the tops of our boxes, primarily to keep cushions or the bed mattresses in place, but it really looks nice as well. So for the bed system in this van, we went with the Flatline Van Company Transit bed system. So it has adjustable L-track rails on 4 corners of the bed that you are allowed to then take the bed and raise it or lower it to the height that's going to work for you. We set this bed at a height that the client requested to make sure that they could clear their bikes underneath the bed, so you don't have to disassemble their bikes. They can fit perfectly right there. This is a 3-panel bed system, so you can easily unbolt it and take it out if you really want to. And on top of that, we've got a Roam Rest trifold mattress that is custom made for the Transit bed platform from Flatline. Really nice. This is the same mattress that we use, nice and comfy. It's plenty big. It's over 6 feet this way and about 5'8" this direction. On the driver's side, low box in the rear, this is our power side. We've got a 10 kilowatt EcoFlow power kit in here. We have 2 5 kilowatt batteries. We have the smart distribution panel that handles all your AC and DC circuits. And then the power hub is right here. A little bit harder to see, but this handles all the inputs and outputs. 3600 watt constant power output inverter, 7200 watt peak. It handles all the DC and the direct connection to the AC unit, which is a perfect setup for this kind of van. 10 kilowatts is a bunch of power and should last these folks for several days off grid. On the passenger side of the van, we've got a narrow low fender box from Lost Highway. This houses our 24-gallon water tank. Really a tight squeeze in here, but we've got the water pump, all the fittings right in here. This is your fill. You can fill up the tank here. We have an overflow valve, so the tank can't get overpressured or vacuum via the water pump. We have the water plate. This has got our regular shower valve here. We've got a mixer valve, hot and cold water at this location, so after a mountain bike you can rinse off your bikes and yourself if you like. Last but not least is this gear tray that we put in here for these folks. This is a full length gear tray, 60 inches long, full extension. They're going to be able to keep their bikes on here with fork mounts and also other gear, hence a couple tie down straps, but it's going to be real easy access for them to get their bikes in and out of the van. It locks out here so it doesn't go back in on you, and then it also locks in. Going to be a great setup for their bikes. And finally, for some extra storage, we've got these Van Essential rear door lower storage panels. Plenty of pockets in here to be able to put gear, pumps, things like that, whatever you may need, hooks for hanging stuff. Really takes advantage of a neat little area that wouldn't be used otherwise. So these are a fantastic little find. And on the passenger side, we got a couple additional hooks. We've got another little pouch right here, as well as a little almost fold down table, perfect for holding some gear, holding your shampoo if you want to have a shower outside. Really a neat little platform here built into this storage pouch. All right, guys, that's it for this tour of this 2024 high roof all-wheel drive Transit. We turned it into a great little bike carrier. I think it's pretty cool. A lot of new features in this van that some of you folks haven't seen in a little while. We're proud of how it came out. We can't wait to show it to the folks here in about an hour. So if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. If you like a van like this, please reach out. Hope to see you on the next video.